Anybody ever heard of a company called Qwest?
Yes.
That's now called CenturyLink, right? That's part of that whole merger thing. Back in 2002, they were going through some pretty serious problems, right? So Qwest actually had gotten fined from two different entities for a practice that was called slamming. Anybody know what slamming is? Okay, it's when they actually take and they switch your long distance without telling you. Okay, that could be a problem. Some people might not like that. So they got fined by the FCC, they got fined by the state of Pennsylvania for doing it. Okay? Second thing that happened is that they found $2 billion in losses that they forgot to report. Oops, right? We just found it in the couch. $2 billion, additional dollars that they had lost that they didn't report. Now, what was going on at the time during 2002?
Right after 9/11.
What's that?
9/11.
Right after 9/11, but what was going on in kind of the business environment?
Crash.
What's that?
Wasn't the market?
That was
It was
2008.
before
No.
the...
The market was doing
Taken off.
decent at that time, wasn't it?
2002. Let me give you a hint. It produced a legislation called Sarbanes-Oxley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's from the bank?
Enron, WorldCom, all of this was going on at the same time that Qwest said, oops, we found another $2 billion, right? So they were going through some pretty serious problems. Both, the public relations side of the business was taking a big hit. So what they did was they brought in a new CEO, which, by the way, the CEO at the time, Joseph Nacho, he's now actually he's serving time in prison, about 6-7 years for insider trade. But they brought in a new guy. His name was Dick Notabart. Okay? So Dick Notabart now takes over, and he's kind of a sales and marketing guy. And when he takes over, he goes, you know what we need to do? We need to change the entire culture of the company. And we need to change our focus. And we're going to create a new ad campaign, right? And this ad campaign is going to be called Qwest's, anybody know? Spirit of Service. Anybody ever heard that one?
Yeah.
Qwest Spirit of Service. How many of you believe that, by the way? Qwest Spirit of Service. Right? You see, that's typically the thing that I hear. I hate Qwest, right? Here's the problem. What's the problem with Qwest Spirit of Service? Were they good at service? Okay, you have to have service in order to actually say, we've got a spirit of service. But if they'd done a simple SWOT analysis, right, would they have figured out that, you know what, our reward systems don't even reward customer service, right? We actually reward volume of calls, not quality of calls. Our whole reward system is based around volume. It's based around getting people off the phone quick. So how can we say we have customer service, or we focus on customer service? That's the key here, is understanding as a company, they should have known we're not good at this, so we shouldn't focus on that. It doesn't necessarily mean we need to fix it. We just need to know we're not good at it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? Now, if you have horrible customer service, you got to fix that, right? But it's understanding, you know what? We're not good at this, but we are really good at this. So let's focus in this area. For instance, one thing that Qwest was really good at was the technology side, right? Before that, they actually had a whole tagline that was called Ride the Light. What does Ride the Light sound like to you?
Fiber optics.
Sounds like fiber optics? Sounds like, what was that?
Metallica.
Nice. You're thinking Enter Sandman? Yeah, I'm with you. But no, it was really focusing on the technology side of it, right? If they had understood, technology is something that we're really good at, they could have focused on.